There we go. Brownie Weiss was a really, really special lady. And, I am lucky enough to know people that knew Brownie. And so they would tell me stories about Brownie because I've been here for 40 years. And so it was really quite interesting when they would talk about Brownie and their eyes would light up and they would just talk about what a great lady she was and how very, very genuine she was and how she was capturize people and she was just absolutely a extremely wise businesswoman, but she had charisma like none other, and people just absolutely loved watching her being part of the team and being part of something she was part of. And so I want to tell you tonight how proud I am to be part of a company that had such a huge part of what we did for women in America. And today, I mean, seriously, it's hard to believe and hard to remember, but it's hard to imagine living in that world in the first place because she was told when she started working and selling, she was selling Stanley products. She was a secretary before she did that, but she needed more money. She was a single mom. So she started selling Stanley brushes and she did extremely well. And so well that she was, obviously a standout in the crowd. So she was very important to Stanley Brushes, doing very well. But she was told that no woman would ever be a manager or a leader in the company. Well, can you even imagine being told that? You'd be like, what? The hair on the back of my neck stands up right now just thinking of that. And so thinking of that, she was so frustrated with Stanley Brushes that she quit selling their product and at the same time, she had already started selling Tupperware door to door, like she was selling the Stanley Brushes. She had started selling the few products that Tupperware had. And that's when she just started selling completely Stanley Tupperware only and really concentrated on her Tupperware products, primarily 100%. And time would tell that she got the attention of Tupperware. Well, Tupperware didn't have that attitude at that time, and they brought her on board because she did so well and she recruited like crazy. And she lived at Detroit at the time. She ended up moving down to Florida, and she just did extremely well for the company. And she is the one that really created the Tupperware home party for us. And so she had started doing home parties with Fuller brushes, and that was just a slight part of her growth there, but a huge growth in Tupperware home parties. She was a very wise woman who knew where to store her brownies. Dun-dun-dun. All right. And you'll never forget her name. You'll always win those points in Trivia Pursuit because it actually is a question. It was so funny because my husband always wins at Trivia Pursuit. I'm telling you, Jimmy should go on Jeopardy. He should go on the game shows. He is so smart. I tell him he always knows a whole lot of useless knowledge because I'm like, why do you know that? Why do you need to know that? Because he knows so many funny, weird things. And so I'm like, have too many windows open in my brain. I think of my brain as a computer screen and I'm like, should delete, because I don't need to know it. I'm not going to know it. But I will tell you that is a true question in Trivia Pursuit. So learn it. Brownie Wise women knew where to store her brownies. And the very first Tupperware lady. And she was actually the first woman on a news magazine. And so first woman on the cover of a news magazine. She was in lots of magazines as she grew her business and as she should have been. But the very first woman on the cover of Business Weekly. And I'll tell you how you can remember the magazine, because Business Weekly, Brownie Wise, get it? So that's how I remember the magazine. See, this is how I got through high school with good grades, because I memorized everything. All right. So let me just tell you, tonight, we're going to help you understand the love of Brownie Wise. We're going to help you understand some party games that you can play at parties, some party games you can play virtually. And we're going to make you a cake. And we have our surprise on. Where's Dora? Dora, we want to talk to you. So where's our Dora?
I'm here. Hey,
Thank you, Dora, so much for being on with us tonight. We are thrilled to have you. And honestly, I think that there's going to be a whole lot of surprise people here tonight when they get to hear you talk a little bit. Dora is going to be our magic magician and teaching us the magic of Tupperware, all right? And how you can make magic happen in your Tupperware business. So what you need to do right now is if you see your friends that are not on, you need to text them and say, oh my word, get on. Dora's on tonight. You got to get on right now. All right. So get on the phone, get your phone out, start texting. When Brownie was a single mom, how many of you can relate to that? I'm sure there's some of you on here. She needed to make more money. So she started her Tupperware, started her Fuller brush business and turned it into a Tupperware business and did so extremely well and built what we know as today as the party plan. And, you know, she had a lot of great quotes. But one of my favorite quotes was build the people and the people will build the business. And to me, I have built my business on that, knowing that when I build, even in my party, when I built the people at my party, those people would build my business. And I want you to know it goes all the way up in your career and your ladder of success. It will always be when you build other people, you will build your business. You cannot outgive. You cannot out demo or, you know, the ideas, the recipes online right now, your VIP group, and, you know, going above and beyond what other people do. And this is the other trick I always did with myself was I would always say to myself every morning, if I were the very best Tupperware lady in the world, which I am, what would I do today? And I would create my plan for my day thinking, I'm the best Tupperware lady in the world. I've got to up my ante. So what am I going to do today? The very best Tupperware lady in the world is probably working on dating more parties. She's probably working on recruiting new team members. She's probably making sure and doing callbacks with customers and making sure their product came in and they're loving it. She's probably sending new recipes out. And you know, if you have Grow Now, you can see everybody that bought anything from your business, you can actually put that in the Grow Now and it'll come up and say, maybe for instance, you know, you find somebody that's bought cookware and you could give them the message that, hey, I've got a great cookware recipe or the grill on sale right now. You find somebody that has the grill and say, hey, I bet you'd like to have a grill recipe and send them out a grill recipe and let them know that if they want a grill on, you know, on sale, they're on sale right now for gift giving, for weddings, for showers, or kids going to college. So customer care like that and customer business like that and customer service like that will build your business. And that's why the Brownie Wise quote to me was so special, because building the people, letting the people build the business.